Right, hey everyone. So I know a few of you have been asking about how I draw my zones. So hopefully this video will help. So normally what I do is I'll start on the daily, then I'll put on the line chart so that it's a lot easier and faster to see the levels. So I always start on the right side because that's where the most recent price action is. And then I will look left to find the common points where price touch. So the minimum number of points that I need is actually 2 points in order for me to draw a support or a resistance. So on the daily time frame, I usually draw one resistance and one support. So this is how I normally do it. Right, so because price is currently here, I will look for the immediate area above where price could come into problems. So it could be this area here, 1. So it touch 1, 2, 3 times. Then I'll look for the support next. So as price comes down, the first area that it might run into problems would be this area here because of 1, 2, 3. So it's as simple as that. So next what I do is I will then go into the line and then I usually will round my lines off to the nearest whole numbers, and then I've already saved them as a template. So you can do this really easily on TradingView as well. So when I save it as a template, it just gives me the words over here. So then I drop down to the 4 hour and I repeat the same thing. Price is currently here. So right now we do see that price is at some kind of 4 hour resistance on the left. So I'll put this, I'll put this up. And then I'll fine tune my lines again. Same thing, saving it as a 4 hour line. So sometimes you got to maybe play around with the lines a bit between 400 and 300. Just see whichever meets the lines a bit better and then use that as a reference. So just bear in mind that lines are always zones. So you should understand that when you draw up these lines, this whole area around the line is just sensitive. Same for this area. So as you're trading towards it, you would be careful not to go long into a resistance or a support. So just bear that in mind. So then now that I've drawn up the resistance, I would then draw up the support. So as price comes down, the nearest level of support could be around 138,900 here because of this area here. And also this area over here. So when we put on the candles, it will look a bit more obvious, but just draw up your rough zones first on the line chart so that it's a bit more obvious. So if you feel like you have a bit more time and you want to put on more lines or zones for that matter, you can also see where price would next come into issues if it comes further down, and that would be around this area here at 138,400. So this area here, 1, 2. Save it as a 4 hour zone. That's about it. So it's really as simple as that. Repeat the next one on the 1 hour chart. So don't go back too far. You just need the most recent area of price so that you can draw up 2 points that are touching the same line. So right now price is at this level here. If it trades up, the 4 hour zone is already there. So I don't have to repeat and put another 1 hour zone on it, because the higher the time frame, the stronger the zone. So I like to tell my students that zones are like walls. So the higher the time frame, the thicker the wall. So you would then need more volume for the price to actually break through those walls. So if we look at it on the 1 hour, the next area where price should come down and probably have some support would be around 139,300. So as a point of reference, if the zone is too near, maybe around 10 pips, I will leave it there for the 1 hour zones. But if the 4 hour zones are 10 pips apart, I usually just don't even put them on so that my charts don't will not be so cluttered. Right, so that was support, and over on resistance we have these two areas here. 1, 2, 3. Then nothing on the left, nothing above. So it's something that we can consider if price trades up after breaking the line. So that would be near 136, probably 550 here. Yeah. So that's it. So once you put on the candles, you start to see that price does respect those levels. If you look here on the 1 hour, it was previous support. And then this area here was a 4-hour line. So if you look left, rejected as resistance, then held as support. So they're all indicative. So this is just roughly how I would draw my zones. So sometimes if I come to the candle chart and then I see maybe a few more obvious zones. So this area here at 140 on the 4-hour, this would be one support, resistance, and then also resistance. And we have the most recent resistance being held over here. So again, start from the right and go left when drawing up your support and resistance lines. So yeah, that's all. So once you have those areas marked out, all you need to do is wait to trade off those zones, either wait for support or resistance to form at those levels on the lower time frame, and then you should be able to take the trade up higher or to trade down lower from zone to zone. Right, so I hope this video helps. If not, then just let me know in the comments or just reach out to me on Instagram.